Police in New Orleans have issued an arrest warrant for former UFC star Nate Diaz after a brawl in the city on Saturday night. The 38-year-old ex-UFC veteran faces a charge of second-degree battery after a video went viral on social media of Diaz apparently choking YouTube personality Rodney Peterson unconscious during a fight in the city's popular Bourbon Street. After investigation, an arrest warrant was issued for Nate Diaz, a New Orleans Police Department spokesperson told ESPN. He has been charged with second-degree battery. The spokesperson added that Diaz was not yet in custody. In the video that has been shared thousands of times already on social media, Peterson can be seen confronting Diaz as people fight around them. Diaz then gets Peterson into a chokehold before letting him drop to the ground, apparently unconscious. Police reportedly said Peterson was found bleeding from the rear of his head. Peterson is known for his uncanny resemblance to another YouTube personality, Logan Paul, who has dabbled in a lucrative boxing career. "I don't know what the hell I did to Nate Diaz," Peterson said in the video, "but I'm telling you what, I'm gonna knock him the F out when I know he's coming. You caught me off guard, dude. What did you think I was, Logan?" Diaz is scheduled to fight Logan Paul's brother Jake, another YouTuber turned boxer, in August. Peterson has dabbled in combat sports himself and has a 1-0 record in professional boxing. Ex-UFC veteran turned popular MMA pundit Chael Sonnen recently pleaded with Jon Jones to take on surging heavyweight prospect Sergei Pavlovich. Bones made his return to the octagon last month in the main event of UFC 285. There, Jones made his heavyweight debut against Cyril Gane in his first bout in over 3 years. There, the former light heavyweight champion made quick work of Bon Gammon, submitting him in the first round. The legend then went on to call out Stipe Miocic in his post-fight interview, with the fight allegedly being put together at the moment, apparently going to take place in November. Jon Jones made the suggestion that the Stipe fight would be his last, and that is slightly unsurprising given how infrequently Jones fights, his long layoffs, and a very scary Russian that is knocking on the door of a title shot. Sergei Pavlovich just recently disposed of Curtis Blaydes at UFC Vegas 71 this past weekend via first-round knockout, extending his winning streak and finish streak to 6 in a row. Chael Sonnen, for one, would like to see Jon Jones take on Pavlovich, before finally deciding to hang up the gloves, saying in a YouTube video, "I don't want Curtis Blaydes to take some lumps here. Curtis Blaydes has never come short against anybody other than the absolute top contenders the other guys don't want to fight. We just aren't going to get Sergei, who's in a prime position, 5 for 5 inside of 5. Not to mention, he'll sign a contract on a fight that's failed to get signed 3 times. He should be vocal, he should be stepping up, he should be loud, and he should be boisterous. I'd like to see Jon call for it. I don't know if I'll get my way. I can't fault Jon. I'd like to, but I can't. It's not his job. He's the champion. It's not his job. But of all the things that Jon has done that no other man could do, and that other people said couldn't be done, if he, at 35, calls out the leader of the pack of the next era, who without question is named Sergei Pavlovich, if he does that, it's going to be something special. There's a credit there, a courage there, and a competitiveness there that Jon would deserve to be recognized for. Do you agree with Uncle Chael? Do you think Jon Jones should postpone his retirement and take on Pavlovich if he can get through Stipe Miocic first? Let me know in the comments. Rising lightweight Paddy Pimblett is still talking about his razor-thin, contentious decision victory over Jared Gordon at UFC 282. While the baddie is still recovering from an ankle injury he suffered last time out, it seems Paddy has plenty of time to reflect on his last fight against Jared Gordon and respond to the continued criticisms that the fight was actually incorrectly judged and Jared Gordon should have got the nod. In a recent interview, Paddy commented yet again on the outcome of the fight, saying, "I won. The 3 people whose opinion matters are the 3 people sitting cage side, the judges. They gave it to me, lad, unanimously. So the way people are saying it's the worst robbery and all that, you can tell they're brand new to the sport and they've never seen Shogun vs. Machida. It was a close fight. I don't understand how you can call a close fight a robbery. I thought there were some worse robberies on effing UFC London, watching some of them decisions. The fight was incredibly close, and both fighters have made comments verbally agreeing to put together a rematch to settle the contention for once and for all. But is that something you'd actually like to see? Let me know in the comments. The real king of cringe, Luke Rockhold, is set to headline his first bare-knuckle event this coming weekend against Mike Perry and has had some choice words about how he thinks the fight is going to play out. Following his retirement from the UFC after a brave but decidedly tired-looking final fight against Paulo Costa at UFC 278, Rockhold was quick to say that whilst he has stepped away from the organization, he is still interested in fighting professionally. Speaking on the MMA Hour earlier this year, he made a comment that he was in talks with multiple organizations and is keen to step back into the ring, whether it be MMA, kickboxing, or otherwise. Well, he finally agreed to a one-fight deal bare-knuckle main event against Mike Perry and recently spoke about signing the deal, saying, "I think bare-knuckle, it's a one-fight deal. It's a nice deal. It was Mike Perry and it was something different. I'm excited about bare-knuckle and I think it is a test. Every real fighter wants to test themselves, and something about bare-knuckle boxing. It's so raw and real and to the essence of fighting in combat sports. I want to get in there and bang. I've excelled and have gotten better in my game. I grew up as a wrestler, a jiu-jitsu guy, and a kickboxer, and I think my hands have grown so much. It's also a little easier on the body. I took so much damage on my leg through surgeries. That thing needs a break. To compete at the highest level and chase a world title without my biggest weapon right now doesn't make sense. So this is a nice little switch right now, and I will show people who I am. Last time out with Paulo, it was an eye-opener. I'm coming back with a vengeance." He went on to talk about his new opponent, former UFC fighter Mike Perry. "I think Mike bit off more than he can chew. I think he wants to test himself, and I do respect that about Mike. He wants to fight a champion and wants a true test. He also wants to get paid. I mean, no one will watch him otherwise. He thinks he's the reason why I'm here. I'm the reason people are watching, so F you. This is a two-way street, and I'm carrying the load, and Mike is my little accomplice. Mike is going to wing punches, and I have to be smart and use that against him, and use my length and footwork and start tagging him and make him pay. I'm long and I'm accurate, and people don't know what to expect. I could blast people with my kicks. I haven't had to worry about my hands. I'm sharp, and you'll see. Time will tell, and we got a fight coming up. I feel good, man. I feel really good." If Rockhold does go out and get the victory, he is not ruling out stepping into the bare-knuckle ring again. However, stated that at this point in his career, he is only interested in signing one-fight deals. How do you see the fight going down between Luke Rockhold and Mike Perry? Would you like to see Luke Rockhold compete in MMA again? It's all the MMA water cooler talk for today. Thanks for watching Undisputed MMA. Please like and subscribe as it really helps me grow the channel. We post 3 videos a week and we'll start featuring top comments in future videos. So for all the latest news in MMA and the UFC, be sure to hit the bell notification icon.